In this exercise, we will learn how to use folders to organize assets. At the end of this exercise, we will have created folders for documents and media. We'll create a folder for web content. We'll add restrictions as well as a single reviewer workflow for this folder. The steps that we will take in this exercise include the following. We'll create a folder structure for the Livingstone Loop documents and media. We'll add subfolders to the Human Resources folder. We'll move existing files to the appropriate folders. And then we'll create a folder for Livingstone Hotels and Resorts web content, as well as add a workflow to our folder. Then we'll import the offer structure and template, move the imported files to the appropriate folders, as well as add a new offer to our folder. Finally, we'll assign the content to ourselves for review, and then we'll approve the new content. After this exercise, there will be a few bonus exercises that I won't be going through, but that you can try for yourself. You can create a folder structure for the web content in Livingstone Hotels and Resorts site. We can make sure to include folders for headings, footers, calls to action, and promoted content. We can also add a folder to the documents and media repository in the Livingstone Life site called Blog Images. We'll assign the single approver workflow to the new folder. Now with that, let me go ahead and show us how to use folders to organize assets. We'll start back on the main page of our Livingstone Hotels and Resorts site. We'll open the global menu and navigate to the Livingstone Loop site for this exercise. We'll open up Site Administration from the left, and we'll go to Content Data, the Documents and Media. Then, we'll click the Add button over here. Instead of adding a document, we'll add a folder this time. We'll call this folder name Human Resources. We don't need a description, so we'll just click Save. We'll add another folder, and for the name, we'll type in Employee Collaboration. We'll go ahead and save. We'll add in yet another folder called Site Content. We'll click Save for this as well. Now, we'll add in a few subfolders to the Human Resources folder. To do this, we'll first click the Human Resources folder. From here, we'll add in a folder by clicking the plus button. And we'll call this Employee Records. We'll press Save. And then we'll add in another folder. We'll call this Contracts. And then we'll add in one last folder called Onboarding. We'll finish this by clicking Save. Now we'll move existing files to the appropriate folders. We'll click the Documents and Media tab at the top of the page to take us back to the home. We'll check the box next to Handbook PDF. And right here, at the top, there's a Move button denoted by this folder with the arrow. We'll click this, and a modal window will pop up, allowing us to select where we want to move this. Let's move this to Human Resources. Now, that file has been properly sorted into the Human Resources folder. We'll check the box next to Omar Miles' employee record now. We'll click the Move button that showed up again. And we'll also move this into Human Resources. Now, we should see that there are no more files in this main folder. Now, we'll move existing files into the appropriate folders. From here, we'll click the Documents and Media tab at the top of the page to take us back to the home directory. We'll click the box next to handbook.pdf. And on the top bar right here, there will be a Move button denoted by a folder with an arrow. We can click this, and then we can move this into the Human Resources folder by clicking Select. We'll do the same for Omar Miles' employee record. We'll click this box to enable the options, and then we'll click Move, and move this also into the Human Resources folder. After doing this, we should see that there are no more files in this main directory, but when we navigate into human resources, we can see both our files again. Then we'll create a folder for Livingstone Hotels and Resorts web content. So we'll open up the global menu from here, and then we'll click on the Livingstone Hotels and Resorts site from the Sites panel. From here, we'll go to Content and Data, Web Content, and then we'll click the Add button. We'll add a folder here. We'll call this folder Special Offers. We'll click Save to finish this. Now we'll assign a workflow to our folder. We'll click the options icon next to the folder we just created. We'll choose Edit. And then we'll expand Structure, Restrictions, and Workflow to display a list of settings. We'll check the radio button next to Default Workflow for this folder, Special Offers. We'll choose a single approver from this dropdown. And we'll click Save. Now we'll add a new offer to our folder. We'll click the Special Offers folder, and then we'll click the Add button. From here, we'll add a special offer. For the title, we'll type in Bavarian Special Offer. We'll also copy this into the top of the page. In our module exercises folder, we'll open up a bavaria.txt. We'll copy this text into our offer text. For the image, we'll select from our module exercises folder bavaria.jpg. And we'll click Add. Then, on the right, we'll click Default Template. Right here, it says Special Offers. We see that there's only the Special Offers template, so we don't have to change anything. But if there are more templates, we can change it by clicking this Select button we just did. Now, at the very top, we have finished this, so we can click Submit for publication. Now, we'll assign this content to ourselves for review. On the top right corner of the page, we'll click the user icon. Here, we'll click Notifications. It should read, Josiah Copeland sent you a web content article for review in the workflow. We'll click this top notification. On the right of Assign To, there's an Options menu. We'll open this, and we'll choose Assign to Me. We'll comment, Reviewing the offer. We'll click Done. Now we have to approve the new content. From here, we can approve this by scrolling to the bottom, and in the comment section, we can type a comment of what we want to say. Because we just created this article, we know what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and type, looks good. We'll click Reply. And then in the top right, when we scroll to the very top, we'll see the Approve option when we open the Options drawer. We click Approve, and then we can also comment right here. We'll type Good to Go. We'll click Done, and then we'll be redirected to a page called My Workflow Tasks. It should now be empty, and we see that we completed reviewing this Bavarian Special Offer.